For those tuning in for the first time, this is Shailesh, and I have my dear friend Shreyas with me. We both are huge cricket fans, and we are bringing this podcast to you where we share our opinion, analysis, insights into the game, as well as ask questions that all of you as fans also must be thinking. So, hope you enjoy this conversation. Shreyas, first day of the fifth test. We are talking at the end of the day. Very timid start from India. Looked like we were not quite there when we were batting. But at the end of the day, 185 doesn't seem that bad. What's your take?
Yeah, I would agree. I think what we did today was what we needed to do in Melbourne. But looking at the wicket, I thought it would stop doing as much after a couple of hours or after the first session. But it just kept going and going and going. And it was doing a lot. I was frustrated with how we were approaching the game, very timid. And seemed like there was muddled thinking wherein we did not want to take any chance at all. We were missing some full balls. And I was frustrated with that. But at the end of the day, it was a good recovery from 134 for 7 to 185. And now I do believe that what we've done in the second half, I think we can continue from there and we can take it from there. So we do have some positives to look forward to today.
Yeah, like Perth, it seemed like we have an outside chance. I don't know what wicket would do tomorrow because it's a sunny day. Commentators were saying it might flatten out a bit. I don't think it would flatten out that much. There will still be enough for the bowlers and especially for Bumrah to exploit. So I think it's going to be an interesting day, but I still think we will take a lot of momentum and positivity into tomorrow. So it was a good end. Looking at the way we batted, I thought this we could have easily scored 230, 240. So I think we misread the pitch a little bit because if we already knew 250 was going to be such a great score on this pitch, we were able to achieve that. We kind of threw some wickets away. Now let's quickly talk about Pant's wicket as well. He took a lot of blows. I think he batted really well. I don't think so. He should get a lot of blame today. But again, played the wrong shot, maybe took on the wrong bowler, maybe could have gone against Boy, Webster instead of going after Boland. What you made of that?
And it was a good inning from him. He showed a lot of restraint. But to be honest, I'm not looking for restraint from Rishabh Pant. What I'm looking for is a better shot selection. Uh, the ball to which he got out was like probably one where he could have cut it fiercely. And then if he gets out at point, I'm like, okay, he's played a shot, which is a good shot, which is a high percentage shot for him, and he's got out. But he's trying to pull the ball from a long way outside the off stump, and then he gets out to it. But nevertheless, it was a very courageous innings from him. He took a lot of body blows, and he still stood up for the team when it was needed. So I believe it's a good point for him, where he shows a different side to his game. He just needs a balance, and I hope it comes for him. It will click for him as we go ahead. This inning should hold him in good stead, to be honest.
Yeah, agree totally. Rohit Sharma decided to rest himself. That was an interesting call. Just when yesterday we were talking, I made a comment that I think Rohit will surely play. Something changed in like after his press conference, after MCG test. Very courageous decision. Would you agree?
I would say it is the right decision. Courageous or not, it's for everybody to see, right? Rohit Sharma is struggling with the bat at the moment. I don't want to see him drop. He is one of my favorite players, but then he did not deserve to start this game. And I'm very happy that he's taken that decision. I don't want to believe any nonsense that we read in media about dressing room leaks and infighting within the Indian cricket team. No, this is not a daily soap. This is the Indian cricket team. I believe they are professionals and they will play for their country and they will do best for their team, whatever is best for their team. So I believe if Gambhir, Bumrah, and Rohit Sharma have come up with this decision where Rohit is dropped for the game, let's not say rested anymore. He is dropped from the game. He is sitting this one out. Then I think it's a fair decision and one that, you know, kind of holds value to what he says is his approach where the team comes first rather than the individual. So that overall, I would say it is a fair decision. It is a correct decision from India to drop Rohit Sharma for this test.
Yeah, great decision. And then the way Bumrah also spoke at the toss that, it talks about how we are united and willing to do what's best for the team. So definitely kudos to Rohit and the management to make that call. And Shubman Gill looked again good today. It was a scratchy innings. There were times he didn't look as comfortable, but somehow he was doing his job. But again, right at the stroke of lunch, I don't know what's happening. I think if you look at this entire series, there are a lot of such moments that we are not able to seize. We lose wickets just at the stroke of lunch. We lose wickets at the stroke of tea. When the bowler is bowling his fifth over, someone like Boland, this is his last over before he's going to be taken away, and we lose a wicket just around that time. So tactically, we again miss out on a lot of these important moments. So are we not reading the game as well, or it's just some bad luck at this point?
It can't be bad luck. It can be bad luck maybe once or twice in an inning. But if you continue to do those things, it becomes a pattern, it becomes a trend, right? So I believe this is going back a little bit to Dhoni's captaincy, where we would create an opportunity in the game wherein we are just about to get through a particular side or run through a particular side. And from there, you would lose that momentum. So this is similar to what I would see in this current series, where Shubman Gill, I have not been a big fan of his because he gets those pretty 30s, pretty fees, but then there is no conversion into a big 100. I want him to score that big 100 because he's capable of doing that. He looks fluent until he gets out. Today he didn't look fluent at all. He was very timid as well in his what he was doing at the crease. And that was a really, I mean, it was a nothing shot. He stepped out and did not reach the pitch of the ball, just planted his foot and put his bat in front of it. And it was how he'd gotten out previously to Nathan Lyon as well, with the one that doesn't turn and just goes straight on with the arm. So overall, I would say it's something that we need to learn probably or relearn. In Virat Kohli's days as captain, or when even Ravi Shastri was head coach, or when Rahul Dravid was head coach, we would usually grab these moments and come back into the game from those moments. But if we continue to make these mistakes, I believe Australia will make us pay. And that is what has happened so far in the series. I hope today was not one of those days. We did leave 30, 40 runs out there with some maybe negative batting towards Bo Webster. We could have gone after him a little bit. We refused a few singles. But maybe we learn with time, maybe we learn with more experience as well, going forward into the next games that these people play.
Yeah, we were 30, 40 runs short at the end of the day, the way we played. And I honestly thought like 250, 260 was going to be at par on this track. But looked like that was above par anyway, looking at the way ball was still swinging in the 60th over. And looks like Bumrah will really come out strong tomorrow. Even Siraj bowled a wonderful first over. He got some purchase. So that was quite positive. So again, going into tomorrow, I think we have momentum. I think 185 is still a good total on this pitch. There will still be a lot of help on offer for the bowlers. So I think our bowlers should come out strong. Where do you think India would go from here? What would be the strategy for tomorrow?
First thing I would say is encouraging signs for Team India in terms of how they bowled. And that wicket on the last ball was very crucial as well in terms of the momentum of the game. So tomorrow morning, I believe if we start on a similar front where Siraj continues from the second innings in Melbourne, how he was bowling, and then Bumrah and Prasidh Krishna as well, if they find their groove, the first couple of sessions would be something where India should look at least to get at parity with Australia in the first innings so that it can be a second inning shootout. I would hope we can get a lead of 30-40, but that's hoping for too much. But even if we get up to, get them all out for 200 or just about thereabouts, then this will be a second inning shootout and a short match where you have a result possible. So I'm surprised the SCG curator also prepared such a spicy wicket and it keeps us in the game. So I am hoping for more of the same tomorrow, not a flat wicket. And I don't think it will be flattening out at least maybe till the end of tomorrow, by which time I hope India is already batting.
Yeah, for sure. Even I'm surprised, but I'm happy looking at the wicket. Again, rain is going to play a spoil sport on day 4 and day 5. I was worried that if we don't go strong in the initial first couple of days, then we might not get a result. So I'm glad to see this wicket will produce a result. So looks like we're in for a great second day. So we'll again come back to our viewers. We'll again talk to you tomorrow after the end of day two. We're rooting for our bowlers to come very hard at Australian batsmen tomorrow and get some early wickets. And hopefully tomorrow, end of the day, we'll be batting and getting some lead into that third inning. With that, any final thoughts, Shreyas, before we wrap up?
Just the one where we saw Sam Constance batting well in MCG and turning the game on its head in the first session. Today he made that ridiculous move towards Bumrah where he was walking towards Bumrah and Bumrah got the wicket on the last ball. I hope the kid learns his lesson as well. And I hope we continue to build the momentum that we've created today by tomorrow as well. That will be
Absolutely.
all from me.
Absolutely. With that, to our viewers, thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to bringing more such content for you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.